more that you run from your emotions, the heavier that they're gonna get. Your emotions are never gonna stop chasing you. And it sounds weird because it's kind of like personifying them, but they won't. Emotions never go away. You just kind of make them go away yourself. They never go away on their own. A lot of guys make that mistake thinking that pushing emotions away and shoving it out of their consciousness is gonna make them feel better. And maybe temporarily it does, but in the long run, it never makes you feel better because they always resurface. And when they resurface, it's a lot heavier than it was before because you've been running from it and it's been chasing you. Today's video is gonna be about why your emotions are so important to feel and how you can literally feel them like step by step. Because I don't think a lot of people understand how to actually truly feel your emotions in a healthy way that allows them to be let go. I've read a lot of books in the past few years, probably over 100, maybe a little less, I don't even know. But a lot of these books have been about like the human mind, like emotions, spirituality, things around that nature. And probably the most important thing I've learned is how impactful our emotions are. I was dating a girl for 4 years. She was my first girlfriend. She was the first girl I kissed, literally, when I was 17. And then a little over 4 years later, she cheated on me, and I found out pretty much like 2 weeks after that. And it was very hard to go through. One, I had to say goodbye to my girlfriend in 4 years, which was really hard because the attachment was pretty deep. Like that was my first everything, and I lived with her for about 2 years at that point. Two, my girlfriend just cheated on me. She betrayed me. The one person I never thought would do that. And that was really hard to deal with too. I'm not the only guy that deals with that. A lot of guys deal with that. But the thing is, a lot of guys get stuck on that. And that's what I made sure I didn't do. As soon as the heartbreak happened, like I was very heartbroken, but I also knew how to deal with it in a way. Overall, I got through it very quickly. And that was due to the fact that I understood that I had to feel my emotions. If there was one thing I did instantly, it was I forgave the girl, I forgave her, and then I just truly felt my emotions like all the time. And what that looked like was some nights, actually most nights after we broke up for like 2 or 3 months, I was crying in my room. And I wasn't just crying out of like despair, it was like I was feeling the things that I wasn't feeling throughout the day, and then at night I'd be in my bed and I finally felt them. If I didn't deal with these things, if I didn't feel these emotions, I would have gotten to my next relationship that I'm in now, which is 2 years later, and I would have sabotaged the shit out of it because all the traumatic things that she put me through, I would have never actually handled, and I would have never actually felt and went through and healed from. And then this girl would have dealt with it all because I never did myself. And then I would sabotage our relationship. I would probably make her unhappy and she would probably break up with me and I'd be sad all over again. And that's a cycle a lot of guys find themselves in because they never get through the thing that traumatized them, I guess. Here's probably the most important thing I did to be able to heal so fast and not be the guy that was stuck on X for years, not be the guy that sabotages his own happiness in the future and his relationships, and get out of my own way so that I could achieve some success in my life. Because I truly believe that if you never let go of your emotional baggage, you will hold yourself back in everything. You will never have as much purpose in your life as you want. You will never make as much money as you want. You will never have the girlfriend you want, boyfriend, whatever, whoever's watching this. You'll just never live life on your terms because your emotions' terms are living your life. That was low-key a bar. So this technique is what I call, quite simply, truly feeling your emotions. And when you feel feelings come up, when you feel sadness, when you feel anger, when you feel hatred, rage, like anything that's a negative emotion, instead of blocking it away, instead of grabbing your phone to distract yourself, instead of playing video games, instead of even opening a book, as good as that is, instead of doing any of that, you sit there with it and you close your eyes and you pretty much tell it, I invite you in. That's exactly what you do. You take a deep breath and you let the feeling know that it's invited. You want to feel it and you want to bring it close. And then you give this feeling a hug, and I literally mean give it a hug. You tell the feeling you're invited in, you close your eyes, and either you imagine it or you give yourself an actual hug. I used to give myself actual hugs when I would feel super sad and angry or whatever feelings I had. I would literally give it a hug, close my eyes, take deep breaths, and say, I invite it. For some reason, this dissolves the emotion. Sometimes you have to sit there longer. Sometimes you can do it instantly. Most of the time it's very quick. You just sit there with that emotion and you just feel it. Make it super simple step by step. You notice your emotion. It starts with awareness. And then you sit there, don't distract yourself. You close your eyes and you invite the feeling in. You literally say it's invited. And then you give it a hug, either in your mind or physically. And you take deep breaths. And I think an important thing to mention is this isn't about letting it go. It is, but it's not. So yes, you're letting the emotion go, but you have to also let go of your desire to let it go. So when you're feeling the emotion, you can't have in your mind like, please go away, because that's shoving it away. That's pushing your emotion away. You have to invite it in and just accept it. And that's what truly lets it go away. It's a weird thing. This is how emotions and resistance to emotions work and ruin your life. My hand is a dam, and this pen is a water. Let's just say that. When water's flowing, let's just remove the dam first. When water's flowing through a river, it's just flowing and flowing and flowing like it's supposed to. Once you put a dam in a river, the water can't flow anymore, it just builds up here. This is what your emotions do when you have resistance towards the situations or the emotions themselves. The emotions want to flow through your body, but they can't, and they just build up and build up and build up and build up until they overflow past the dam and make you lash out on somebody, make you easily triggered, make you feel horrible. That's why it's so important to really release this dam, to release the resistance to your emotions and to actually just feel them. Because when you're inviting them in and giving them a hug, this dam drops and this pen of emotions is allowed to just flow. And when it's flowing through, it's able to settle down, and in our case as humans, the emotion just dissolves. It's such a beautiful thing. So if you're a guy that's going through something hard right now and it's messing with you emotionally, I would suggest giving this technique a try, because I really think it's gonna make you feel so much better. And then if you're a guy that's going through a heartbreak and you don't want to become the guy stuck on your ex for years, you want to move on from her, you want to heal your heart, and maybe even transform from the situation, then look at the description, because I have a link to my entire written course about what I did to move on, to heal, and to actually use this situation to transform me as a person. Other than that, go ahead and give this technique a try. The more you run from your emotions, the heavier they feel. The more you feel your emotions, the lighter they actually get. Thank you for watching this video. Please like the video, subscribe, and comment if this video helped you, or what videos you want to see in the future. So yeah, appreciate you watching.